back to Starfire Sports Stadium, the home of the Seattle Seawolves, the Major League Rugby club that is has this unbelievable facility, the Starfire Sports Complex. Great fans, and I am here, Matt McCarthy, with Mr. Alex Corbacero to call this quarterfinals match between the Chicago Lions and the National Athletic Village, aka NAV. Alex, unbelievable match that you just watched and called.
Absolutely, the atmosphere has picked up indeed since that big quarterfinal, and we've got one left here to decide the final team into the semifinals.
All right, if you're watching on your screen, there's a knock on right away. That's a knock on by NAV Rugby. But wow, I don't know how you're going to do this one after doing that one, Alex. I mean, you got to be drained.
Emotional roller coasters, but that's what sevens is, Matt, and that's why we're here. We find a way to go again, just like these players and these teams, the roller coasters of emotions they experience. We have to follow suit and do the same here.
And it's just amazing to watch. But in the meantime, there's a battle, and these guys are there's no give at all in either of these squads all weekend, and now they're going head to head to continue to try to win the cup, and it's going to be a great end of day today. So stay tuned as we get our knock, and I think that's Kat Roche as our referee.
Yes, Kat Roche, the first female referee to ever referee in Major League Rugby. One of the many outstanding officials in the United States that we couldn't do these games without. As we have a scrum to the Chicago Lions in a promising attacking space. They want to get it in and away, they do. Move it to the midfield.
And there's some space, so there is a big crack to number 5. That is Will Chevalier finding it, and he gets it over to Noah Brown. And here comes Alex Dorer. Dorer gets it out. Now it's Chicago Lions testing the outside. Do they have enough to turn the corner? He's got a man with him inside. He just did it knock it on in the try zone. Yeah, I think it's going to be a knock on, Alex.
How costly will that come to be? This is a quarterfinal. Basically knockout rugby, as you cannot proceed to win this competition, and that was done so much good work there. Got the edge, looked to get the ball away. Almost thought he might have been able to score it himself, but the offload didn't go to hand, and it's a lifeline for the National Athletic Village.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. But now they are under duress in their own end, deep in their own zone, Alex.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of line speed, a lot of pressure from the Chicago Lions, and that's why you see Devontae Noble, I believe, with the kick center field to just relieve pressure and get them back to the right area of the field where they want to play.
Monte Noble, of course, of Old Glory DC in Major League Rugby. We're seeing a spattering of Major League Rugby players as his teammate takes it downfield, looks back inside. Not enough. Great defensive play. Taking him into touch, Alex.
Outstanding attacking work there, but outstanding defensive work. They went one pass away, looked like they've done enough, but the commitment from the number 7 of the Chicago Lions here to make that tackle, Noah Brown, that is outstanding work. That is try-saving work, and we've been talking about this, but the intensity in the defense, once you get to knockout rugby in sevens, it uplifts so much because every score is so vital, and we are tied at 0-0 here.
And here come the Lions out of their own end. We are scoreless thus far, but I don't think that's going to last long. Here comes Clarence Bienes, and he turns it over. And it's a penalty to NAV.
Ethan Susnovich there with the turnover, I believe, for National Athletic Village. A big defensive play, as he was actually the one, unfortunately, who sort of made the shot out of the line there that allowed the line break for the Chicago Lions, working hard to get back on side and making up for his error there as they kick to the corner, well, they kick the touch, I should say. And we'll have an attacking line out now in Chicago Lions half.
And that was the dynamic to Monte Noble that kicked that into touch. He's a player to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your eyes glued to number 4 in the white jersey.
Absolutely.
And here he is with it now. You know, he's not the tallest guy on the planet, but he is not small. He is as wide as he is high.
He
and he can flat out fly.
Absolutely. He's built for this game. Footwork, strength, speed.
So is Seymour Smith, who just took the ball to turf. He's slow to get up. But they've got some dynamic players in that back line. There's Noble trying to kick it. Maybe wishes he had that one back as it's a turnover, and the Lions coming back the other way, but it's a knock-on as he was maybe looking to get hit. And here comes number 12, rambling down the field. Irving Carcamo, he's corralled, but number 3, his teammate follows him. Suznevich, I beg your pardon. Ethan Suznevich with the try.
Big moment in the game there for National Athletic Village.
Wow. We had just said that the games are getting better and better, and the plays and the tension more and more increased as we get further on. And that's what you want in this tournament, right?
Absolutely. And just as that grows, the atmosphere, the crowd involvement, everything growing and really adding to the experience here. They get the kick, making it 7-0 to National Athletic Village as they lead the Chicago Lions. And those are vital points. This game has been back and forth. Both teams have had opportunities to score. Try-saving tackles on both ends, and that is the first score. And it doesn't look like it's going to be much that will decide these two teams on the day.
So we are at 7-0. National Athletic Village, NAV Rugby on top in the white jerseys. And there's a sloppy restart, and it's going to be a knock-on. Ultimately, it's going to be NAV ball, Alex.
Good height on the restart there, led to a contest, which is exactly what National Athletic Village would have wanted. Deemed to go forward off the lines, either want to get the ball back or they get this possession like this, and so it's a result in their favor, and now an attacking platform and an opportunity to extend their lead.
But let's see what the Lions have to say about that. Yep, they're going to come back. And it's going to be a free kick or choice to NAV. What do you do here, Alex?
I think as they're winning and they're up, I think they'll kick for the line out. No, looks like they're going to tap. What do I know? That's why I play 15.
Of course,
Abby would have said, "You silly Alex."
No, it's when you sit up here.
You know.
You
Lovely work from Noble there.
Oh, and a great tackle. But Noble looking for this corner. He didn't get it. Still in. No flag up from the assistant referee. And there it goes. So the tackle into touch.
Huge defensive work from the Chicago Lions. Again, you can see what it means to them with the fight, the desire, not giving up an inch there. Lovely little play to go back down the short side, started by Noble to Suznevich, but then eventually too much. The Lions defense held strong.
And a great defensive stand to end the half.
Exactly, and that's key, because going in 7-0 to going in 12, 14-0, completely different ball games. And so that's a huge moment there to stop that, and now gives them a chance to reassess, to try and pick out the areas they could do a little bit better in this game and swing it in their favor.
Absolutely, and you know, this is all possible, this whole thing, because of our sponsors. And the United States Rugby Foundation's mission is to support the growth of grassroots rugby here in America, like here. And their goal is to make the great game of rugby available to every child and youth who wants to play. They need your help, though, and support to make this dream a reality. To make a tax-deductible donation, visit usarugbyfoundation.org. And the 2021 USA National Rugby Sevens Championship, this great event, Alex, would like to thank its sponsors and partners across the board for their generous support of this year's event. These partners include Zonar Systems, JHC Construction, KMB Consulting, the Seattle Sports Commission, Gilbert Rugby, and the Pacific Northwest Referee Society. And finally, the 2021 National Rugby Club Sevens Championship would like to thank USI for its generous support in this year's event. USI has served over 500,000 clients for meeting their property and casualty and employee benefit, personal risk, and retirement needs nationwide. They have over 150 years of consulting and brokerage experience through their acquired agencies with local offices dating back in their communities as far as the late 1800s. For more information, visit usi.com today. And we are back, thankfully, for this second half, which should be a good one. 7-zip. And look at that. That's Matt Houston wearing number 4, Alex. Matt Houston, the man who plays rugby and has played rugby everywhere and is still firing on all cylinders, wearing number 4 in that white jersey for Nav Rugby as we get underway in this second half. The Lions in black trailing, but here's that restart-itis all day long.
It's been plaguing both sides. We've been few and far between. It deemed in front of the kicker there, offside. So Cat Roach pulls it back, and that gives Lions the tap and the free shot. And it's exactly what the Lions would have wanted to start this half, to get a shot, to get back into contention of this game. And exactly the opposite of what Athletic Village would have wanted.
And there comes number 9 roaring down the outside. Jake Hidalgo taking it to touch. Thought maybe that pass might have been ruled forward on the trickle forward, but it wasn't. Play on to the referee. There's a line out, sloppy one attempted. Now it's up to Nav Rugby to clean it up. And it's going to be a scrum down to Nav Rugby, National Athletic Village.
Frantic, paced action there. I felt as well that potentially could have gone forward. I believe it came backwards out of the pass, but the roll forward, it's always a little bit of a gray area and up to referee interpretation. But then you saw Athletic Village with the great cover tackle. They looked to take the quick line out, almost backfired on them and almost played into the Lions' hands, but they managed to get the scrum put in here.
Alex, as the scrum coach for the LA Giltinis, champions of the Major League Rugby, what do you think of these guys, these backs coming together in scrum downs?
It's interesting.
Well said, diplomatically said, my friend. And there is...
It's a different type of contest to what I'm used to.
So that was not a try.
Held up, I believe.
Held up.
From Cat Roach's gestures, held up over the line. The Lions were. They get a scrum 5 meters out. This is a big moment in the game, Matt, because there's no way out. You can see 7-0. They're able to score, and it's a kickable try as well. It's absolutely game on, but that's not what they wanted. Ball scrappy over the back.
Gotta be a little tidier with those passes, I would think, especially in a game like this where it's an eye blink, but maybe that eye blink they're gonna score here as the Lions looking to even it up, and they get part of the way there with 5 points. They're down by 2 now, pending the conversion. But may pay the price as one of their players is lingering on the turf and holding that shoulder, Alex. You know, when you dive, extend for those tries and everybody's trying to go for the ball, you get that shoulder landed on. Good way to dislocate or...
Yeah, without speculating, I hate to speculate on injuries, but yeah, you can dislocate, you can pop an AC. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, especially on turf, on hard ground. The Lions missing the conversion. That makes it 7-5 in a tight game. But even on that try, they had the 5 meter scrum. They pulled, the pass went back, but sometimes scrappy ball like that means that the defense get out of position because they over chase it, and that's what opened up the play for Chicago Lions there and got them back to the position to score that try as they look to kick off now, and let's hope we get a restart.
And the injured player did get up under his own volition. That's always great to see. You know, just rub some dirt on it or rub some tire pellets. Here's DeMonte Noble. But he turns it over, but it's going to be a whistle, and it's going to be the first knock back. No advantage gained by the Nav Rugby, so there were a number of knock-ons. Going to go back to the original one, and it will be Nav's scrum down. As it looks like, is that Noble down on the pitch?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry to interrupt you there, Matt. Yeah, I just spotted him down. Looks to be in some discomfort there. Unsure exactly what is wrong as he's checked out.
He's a tough guy.
Very tough guy. Very tough guy. Huge future ahead of this guy. As well as standing out in the MLR, I believe he played in the Pan Am Games in Lima for USA.
You know, we had him on Rugby Wrap Up this week, and I know this is a plug, but actually it's a great interview with this kid. His humble upbringing, his maturity at the age of 7 is astounding. But let's get back to the live action as he gets the ball. And he gets it out. That's Samu Smith, I think, turning the corner with some jets. Taking it to touch. Not taking it to touch. That was actually Trevon Clark, and here comes the other way. Here's the Lions. That's Clarence Venas. On the outside, there goes Alex Dorer. Dorier. Oh, some big counter rucking, and the ball taken by Nav Rugby. Now this 1-on-3, so he wisely waits. You don't have to keep going. You can go backwards. There's Ziegler. I beg your pardon. And into touch, Alex.
Into touch there. Devontae Noble trying to create something out of nothing in a blind alley, fakes the pass, goes back inside. But the Lions were ready and marshaled it well. A little bit of finesse and theatrics to try and keep the ball alive. But that could be a costly turnover, as this is a 2-point game and we have less than 2 minutes remaining.
All right, I don't know if Matt Houston did it on purpose to me, on purpose to us, Alex, but he's wearing number 5. Not, he's listed as number 5 on our sheet, but he's pretty sure that's him wearing number 4 in white.
Absolutely, it's been one of the themes, unfortunately, of this whole weekend. Is sometimes the numbers, the team sheets, the changes.
Yeah.
Apologies to those that might get offended with the wrong name being said. We are doing the best we can.
Yeah.
But it's the Lions now who are looking to attack down the edge. They get the pass away. Noble with amazing tackle, but they keep the ball alive.
Oh.
And Houston did very well to bat it backwards.
And is it going to be a deliberate knock on defense by Houston? Nope. It's going to be a knockout
Roach,
call.
I think thinks that it went backwards. I know slapdowns are highly penalized in 7s, but you've got to remember that it has to be forward for that to happen. And I think he read the opportunity well, made that moment and made a big play there.
And he knew it. He pumped his fist as soon as the play was done. Here comes his teammates going the other way. Sisnevich. And now trying to find a crack, dancing around a little bit. No opening. Great defense by the Lions in black. National Athletic Village, Nav Rugby in white. 7-5, Nav on top of Chicago right now.
They look to be trying to run the clock down, sort of almost 15 styles, because they had the lead, but it looked very dangerous to me, especially in 7s. Cat Roach deems that a fair turnover. And just when you think they're about to close out potential 2-point game, they're instead now
unbelievable
defending
finishes.
One last shot from Chicago. And this is a real treat for us, a game on a knife edge.
This is deja vu all over again for you, my friend. You had to go into extra time on that last one.
It's what knockout rugby's about.
They got to keep it in play here. The Lions with their last gasp, trying to claw their way into the try zone. And he's got one man, and he's gonna get it in. That's Alex Dorier. His middle name is Storm, and he storms his way into the try zone for the Lions. Unbelievable. And as far as we know, that was at death.
We believe that is the last play of the match. The clock has gone dead. We have been caught out a couple times by that this weekend, as referees' clocks are the gold standard of what we're going by. So we'll look to Cat Roach to make sure, but it does look, by everyone celebrating and the way they're walking off the field, final whistle has been called. There it is.
Unbelievable. The conversion was no good. It did not matter. There's a replay of that last try, Alex.
Big come from behind win from the Lions.
And a happy birthday to Tristan Lewis, the Lions legend at home, who has got to be tickled pink with his Lions success here today. But we have more rugby ahead of us. Do not go away, ladies and gentlemen, because we have the next one up is Old Blue New York versus the St. Louis Bombers in the men's Pool A action. So stay with us. We'll be right back.